Hello, everybody. How are you? Thank you guys for joining me today. I'm so excited about today's live session. I will be sharing my case study that we did in January in the group of MAPAC SEO group. And I will go over the tasks, what I did and how I did it, which tools I used. And then I'll show you at the beginning, I'm just going to reveal the actual GMB and the website, and then the tasks as well. So for now, I just want to make sure you guys could hear me well. So please comment below. Let me know if you could hear me, see me well, and where you guys joining me from. So we have, if you are on Facebook, I'm gonna have to find a way to see your name when you guys comment. I'm so sorry. On YouTube is easier to be able to find you guys, find the names, but just 1 second. Let me. All right, and we have. All right, Cage Free, he said loud and clear. Another Facebook user said all good. Bro, you need a light for your face. You're right. So we could make that a little bit. Is this it's good enough? You want to see my beautiful face? All right, and we have Steven, watching you as much as I can. LOL, can hear and see you well. Thank you. And all right, perfect. And we have DC the Brian, loving the tools. DC the Brian said loving the tools. Awesome. Thank you so much, Cecile Glenn. I'm sure I've seen your subscription and everything. Thank you for your business and your feedbacks as well. So let me remove this right here. All right. Okay. So first, let me share my screen, and I'm just going to go to the post. And guys, during the actual live, please, if you have any questions, let me know. If I couldn't catch it, I'll go after at the end of 15 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and answer all your questions. But right now, my goal is to show you the business, and one of our team member, or one of our group member, Steven, he's here, I guess, on live. I just want to thank him, appreciate for him to let us do this case study. It was a new website, actually, with not a new website. He still have to work on the website, and I told him, please don't release the new website until we finish the case study, and we did. And so I just want to thank him first. So let me go to the post, and here we go. So the actual business, let's go to a LocalDominator. This is where I have the ranking report, and we'll go from right here. So the business name is Belize Booth Rental. So it was a booth rental in it's in the area of next to Niagara Falls area, in a city called Welland. The goal was to rank the business first for the main keywords, which is the photo rental near me, photo rental, and photo rental city. And the second challenge was to rank actually for Niagara Falls itself. But since the business, as you can see, guys, it's pretty far from the actual city. So we weren't able to get it in the few weeks that we worked on. And I'll tell you guys, I basically, using my tools, I probably worked less than 2 hours on this. So over all the tasks that I did, I know it's for the whole month, but I did work 2 hours on this, and I'll show you guys all the tasks that I did. and what did I do to get the results that we have right here. So the results on, let's say, on one of the main keywords is photo booth rental near me, and that's on February 11, yesterday. That's the report. And if we want to go back to 17th of January, it wasn't ranking anywhere. And we started getting some results here and there on the end of January. And then at the beginning of February, we start ranking on all of the photo booth rental near me. And let's go with the photo booth rental. This one was ranking a little bit, actually, photo booth rental right here. And then at the end, it was better, and it's expanded the proximity results for it. So that's a good thing. What else we have? The keywords, the photo booth, well and which is this this is the Ontario city. It looks like it was actually good from the beginning, but it's actually got better a little bit after we start working on it. So the main keywords, let's say the wedding photo booth, we see it at the beginning right here. It was ranking, but it wasn't getting more proximity. It got better. It was actually, let's see right here, it was 5.3, and this one right now is 2 point. The average ranking is about 2. So there's a good improvement right here. And and then we have, let's double check right here. And we have the wedding photo booth rental again, and a photo booth Welland, and the city photo booth. All of this, the city photo booth was doing good. So so let me show you guys what I did. We'll go back to the listing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and zoom in right here. At the beginning, I was getting the baseline reports as I showed you guys. This didn't take me more than 5 minutes. Then I got from Steven, I got the GMB and the WordPress admin granted. And then the first thing I did is the local schema, GeoRadius local schema. And that took me about 7 minutes. So the GeoRadius local schema was basically done from the Mappack SEO toolbox, right? So let's go ahead and validate the schema. Guys, I didn't prepare what I'm gonna. I didn't prepare what to talk about. I'll basically spread out what we're gonna talk about. But I'm like, let me have an open discussion with everybody and show them all the tasks without hiding anything, without holding anything back. So this way, guys, how we got these results and how can we improve on it. So I would say any new campaign or a campaign that it's not ranking, if you do these steps with me, I'm sure that you're gonna find improvement to your Google My Business. So let's find the business. That's the website. The URL is Bill Lacey Booth. Definitely, it needs a lot of UX design. He's working on it, and it's my fault that I told him to hold a little bit to be able to finish the case results. And we were debating, should I start the new website and then work on the SEO? But I said no, because I really wanted it to show the results without having a new website, right? So basically, still website that needs to be optimized or make it look better, basically. So if we come to the schema markup, this is the local business schema that we created through Mappack SEO toolbox. And the main thing on this, it's gonna give you all the cities. So we put how many miles around you want to cover, and then it will give you the schema in 5 minutes, in less than 5 minutes. It's gonna list all the cities inside the schema, and all of them, it's going to have the Google Map link for the city along with the Wikipedia link, right? And that's going to be repetitive for all the cities that covers. it comes in that radius around it. And then we have the knows about, which is basically your services or your main keywords, right? So I like to use those as your main category. So in main category, if it's photograph, I think, oh, no, this is, I'm sorry. The knows about right here is a little bit, these are the entities actually. All of these are the entities of the business created and added to the schema through the Mappack, the auto schema tool. So we have the entity and the description of the entity and the Wikipedia link of the entity, along with the Google search of that entity. If we Google this page, you'll see the photograph. That's the page of, let's do something, Wikipedia link. And this is the Wikipedia link right here. I think I open a new tab. All right, if you could still see it, that's the Wikipedia link of that page. And all of these are the entities added inside the schema. Web browser, graphics, Toronto, experience, more. All right, and here we have the actual postcodes that covers inside the area served. So that area served is basically a geo circle. That is right here. It's going to show in meters, 8,000 meters radius circle. So that's the geo radius around it with all the city inside it. So what does this do? Now here you'll see each service, or it's going to photography services. That's going to have all the city covered under it in the schema, along with the same thing right here, right? It has the service, the main service, and then what cities or zip codes that I actually cover, right? So this is a really detailed, you could guys check it. If anybody would like a sample, let me know. I could send you a sample, but this is going to be your technical SEO, I'm sorry, your technical schema markup, but it takes you like literally 5 minutes to do it, if not less. So you go right here to the auto schema and you just put the radius and you put the place ID of the business, and that's it. It will create the schema for you the same way you saw it here, with all the entities, the services, the cities, and then you could validate it and put it on your website. So what does this do? It creates the location authority, what I like to focus on. If you guys follow me from, back in the days, all what I talked about is on page and location authority. So this, it's going to help. It's going to give a lot of signals to Google that, hey, we service all these areas around us. We have these services, and those are the entities of the business, that's what Google like right now. They like to see all the entities of the business. And I'll go in that next, and I'll show you guys. We have somebody who asked, he said, what is the tool name? The tool name, it's called mappacktoolbox.com. So if you go to mappacktoolbox.com, it's basically a toolbox of multiple tools in it, right? So you're not paying for one tool, you're paying for a toolbox. It's $129 right now per month, but you get a very, very great tools that really saves you tons of time, guys. And I'll show you guys how I ranked this business in 2 hours. All right, am I still frozen? Somebody said that I froze. Please, guys, let me know if I am, if you guys hear me well. Amar said, I need a schema sample, thanks. Okay, Cage Free Doggy Hotel said that we're good. Okay, perfect. So yeah, so this is where you go to the GeoRadius local schema, part of the toolbox and the Mappack SEO. That's where you create the schema, and everything is unlimited here, unlimited use. You don't have to worry about any limitation on usage, basically. So there's a map magnet. I'll go over it in a few. And we have the auto schema, which is the one that we showed you right now. And I have the GeoGrid KML, and we have the entity rank AI. And I'll go over those tools in a few. So that's the first thing I did, is the GeoRadius local schema that created the focus part of the location authority. I went and we connected the search console. I'm going to go ahead and open the search console. And this is the search console for the business, for this business. All right. And we could see how it started ranking a little bit better and start getting some impressions right now. But still, this is not a very high, and it's not the season too. So I'm pretty sure it's going to get better numbers as search results and clicks in the summer. But that's the goal, basically. What we're trying to do is to get it up and running before the season starts. And then we added the rank path. This is another 5 minutes. The GSC, it was connected in 5 minutes as well. So before I jump to the other one, I just want to catch up on the questions. So for that, there's a question from Facebook user. Hopefully I have the name. I don't. I'm so sorry. Let me double check. So for that schema, should it be only applied on homepage or on all service pages and location pages? The schema, when you upload it to the homepage, it's going to be readable for the whole entire website, right? Yes, you can have a schema just specific for one service area, but in the local SEO industry, or I recommend just using the main schema on the main page, on the home page, which is going to be covered across the whole website, right? Now the schema, you build it through modules. So if you have multiple locations in the same area, you could create them as departments, or you could go and have a special schema for each page. But I highly recommend having one schema across the whole website for small businesses, right? So hopefully that answered your question, my friend. All right, let's go to, then I connected rank math, right? And then I went ahead and I looked at the main keyword entities using the entity SERP analyzer from Mapback SEO. That took 5 minutes, right? So what I did here, what I was trying to do is to rank the business, or to create a page that it has all the entities that Google look for, right? So I could show you guys a quick sample. So we go to the entity right here. We put a photo booth rental as the main keyword, right? And then we put right here Ontario as the city. This is just an example right now, right? And here you put your business name and you put the business URL. So the reason I have those right here at the end, the business name and business URL, so when you create the content, it's going to have a call to action all the way at the end of the content itself, right? So, and then you click on the decode SERPs. What this doing, it's actually scraping the top 20 results on Google, extracting the entities from each website. And when we say entities, it's anything related to the main keyword that you guys search for. So if I'm searching for a tent, camping tent, right? We have to have, the other entities is sleeping bags, fire, barbecue. So there's all those entities, right? So what the tool does, it's going to list all these entities that Google find on the top 20 results, and it's going to rank them based on entity, and it's going to organize them based on entity relevancy, right? So just going to zoom in. So right here, our main entity for this, the keyword that we search for, is photo booth, and we have an entity relevancy of 21.1, right? And we have the Wikipedia links, and then we have the rest of the entities, right? So I see California right here. I'm not sure how I got this, so I'll have to, maybe I put Ontario. It should have been different than Ontario, but I'll show you guys what it should be a different city, because maybe there's a California and Ontario and California, I guess. So maybe I could have done it this way. Ontario. Is it Ontario, Canada? I'm just lost. It's not Ontario. Just one second. Let me double check. Yeah. So I'll put well and Ontario. That will be better. So in this case, I can't recall what I put it on. I should have. All right. So yeah, so basically just for the sample, maybe the entities right now, because I had it wrong city, it showed the different entities. But after it creates that that table of entities and it give you the list of relevancy, you can then it will have a button that says generate magic content. When you click on that generate magic content, what it does, yes, we're using OpenAI to create that content, but we give the entities to the OpenAI to create the content as well, with few other prompts and other Python codes that make it better. So if I'm gonna check it, this is the one that I chose. That's the actual page that I created through the entity AI, entity rank AI. And all of these are the entities, as you can see right here, from Niagara Falls, because we were trying to rank it for the Niagara Falls, right? So I said, I want to make the Niagara Falls as the main city, even though it's really far from the main website, from the main GMB, but I still trying to get it to rank it, basically. But so photo booth rental is the main keyword, and the city is Niagara Falls. And all of these links, it's gonna be a Wikipedia links with the entities, right? So this is Niagara Falls entity with a Wikipedia link. Social media, because it's basically social media integration. It's talking about why rent booth, why rent a photo booth. And then we have birthday, we have weddings, all of them, it's going to go to the entity of the Wikipedia links, right? And what I like to do with this is actually use it as the landing page of the GMB, right? So when I put it for the landing page of the GMB, that's one of the ranking factor on Google, is actually they scrape the landing page of the GMB itself. And I'll show you guys what tool I use to get that results, or to get that data, to be able to understand how it works, right? So after we did this, let me go back to, so after I created the entities and I created the content, right? I went ahead and took it to NeuroWriter. Anybody of you guys familiar with NeuroWriter? Are you guys following me so far? Am I going too fast, or should I slow down a little bit? If you have any questions, let me know. Sometimes I feel that I go so fast, and so let me know in the comments below if you guys have any other questions, or if everything is good. Just type 1 or anything. Okay, perfect. All right, so thank you, Stavros. And let's go to the Neuralink. So what I did, Neuron, I said Neuralink. I'm really, I'm talking about Musk a lot, maybe. All right, Scott, thank you so much. He said we're all fine. All right, great. So after I took that content, to be able to see how is it doing on Neuron Writer, and what Neuron Writer does, if you guys are familiar with it, or any other, like there's any other tools out there that phrase, there's a tool of phrase, and there's another one. But I mean, what it does, it's going to search the top, you give it the main keyword, and it's going to search the top websites ranking, and then you put your content, and it's going to give you suggestions, and I give you the score. How are you doing, basically, of how you're ranking there. So what I did here, I just copy and paste exactly how I got it as an output from Mappack SEO tool, which is from the entity rank AI, right? And as you can see right here, guys, the top one on Google scored 27, and the median of the top 10 here is 56. And our content scored 64 right away. And I tested it in multiple different industries. I'm always very close to or increase the top 10 median of this tool. So what that's telling me, I didn't do any editing. I just put the H tag the way that came out from the tool, because the tool gave you the H tag and the meta description as well. And I only added the picture, and I made sure that we have everything else. And I didn't add any keywords or anything like that. And you could see the reading score is pretty good. The 10th, if you could see right here, readability score is college 30 and 10th grade. So that's not bad. That's good. And we got a really high ranking. So, and what I do with this page, I use it as a landing page on the GMB, right? And try to rank it. Now, this one, capture memories in Niagara Falls, yeah, you're going to rank on Google for sure for this, right? So right here, that's number 2 right here. But the main is the photo booth, so still not it's ranking number 30 or something on photo booth rental or photo booth Niagara Falls. So yeah, it's number 22 right now. So still without driving any traffic or anything. My goal is the second month or something I could work on this, give it some traffic or PBN and push it all the way up. But as a start, it's pretty good. And let me go ahead and show you guys the other steps that we worked on. So yeah, this will give me the neurowriter, what I did and how I got the score. And then the second thing I did is map magnet analysis, which what it does is optimize the GMB based on the map magnet, right? This took me about 10 minutes. So what the map magnet does, if you go to the map magnet right here, it'll give you an overall reading of the GMB. So let's say photo booth rental, and then we're gonna go ahead and find. We have to find a place to search from. So I'm just gonna right click, copy the coordinates right here, and I go to the map magnet. So this is the desired search location input coordinates, right? And then I click on seek and you shall find. And what is it doing right now? It's going to the map, getting the top 20 results on the map. And then it was gonna, based on the ranking factor that I think it's important, and that's what Google look for, I'm gonna list them all in one table. And in a few days, I'm gonna have an action plan generated as well, because a lot of users told me, yeah, we go here, we see all the data, we don't know what to do, and how can we improve our website? So I created an AI. It's not an actual AI, it's just a Python code that generate the action plan based on all the data we're gonna get from here, all right? So here on Map Magnet tool and the Mappack SEO toolbox, we have the results, all right? And let's go ahead and make this bigger. So we'll see the number 1 ranking is our business that we're focusing on. So I don't know if you guys could see it. I just zoomed in, so hopefully this is enough for you guys. So as you can see, it shows the reviews right here, and then it shows the proximity distance between the location that we search from. So this way I know it's kind of close, but I wanted to see the difference on the top 10 results, right? If it's in title, what means is the GMB title right here. the word that we search for, booth, booth rental, photo booth rental, it's not in the title GMB. And we all know if your keyword inside the title is one of the main ranking factors still. So I have a question. You revealed the name of the business you work on. Yes, I do. I don't have anything to hide. This is basically for the case study specifically. If it was, this is not, I wasn't paid a dime for this. So this is basically for the group. And we had a volunteer from the group, and he gave us the business name and gave me access, and we created it as a case study for the group. So appreciate it for Stephen for allowing us doing this. All right, so we have another question from James. James said, what do you mean you made it a landing page on the GMB? You put the map of the GMB on the page? No, what I did, I could show you real quick. So right here, right? So you go to the website, right? When you go to the GMB, and this is the page connected, right? What I did is, this is the actual page that I created with all the entities. So yeah, it doesn't go to the home page, but it goes to this page. Now users could go to the home page and everything. But what I was trying to do is to give all the entities, feed it to Google, because they crawl the first page. One of the ranking factor is your home page or the page connected to your GMB, right? So hopefully that answered your question, my friend. So let me go back and go ahead right here. And so what I did, if it's in title, yeah, but in this case, I don't want to add it in the title. We don't want to take a chance to get penalized. And then we have in website, which means inside the URL, right? And then we have the meta title. Meta title, it says yes. Basically, I have the main keyword that we're searching for in the meta title. We have the main keyword in the meta description, and I added the meta keyword, the main keyword in the H1 tag, and I even added in the H2 tags. And then we have the main category, and then we have the subcategories, and I'll tell you guys what I changed here. And then we have the word count, load time, website, and that's it. All right. So, so what I did here is, it wasn't in the top, it wasn't like the main keyword was not in the title, was not in description, was not an H1 tag. So we did that. The main category, I still have to switch this to the photo booth, because I'll show you guys right here. If you scroll down, and you'll see the right here. So 30% of the GMB listed, they have under that main keyword, they have photo booth as their main keyword. And then 25%, it was potty equipment rental services. And then we have a photography service is 20%, photographer 3%, 15%. We have DJ service two of them, which is 10%. So what I do using the map magnet, I take all of these subcategories and I add them in the business, right? So this is added already. So if you go right here, you'll see the top subcategories. I do have the corporate entertaining service, event planner, karaoke. So I added as much subcategories as possible on the GMB for this using the tool map magnet, right? And let's go back to our and then I found out right here, there's a duplicate GMB was found with the same exact address. Hence, the address authority is weak for this campaign. Later, we will determine how to deal with the duplicate based on ranking results after finishing the major optimization. So one of the first things that I do for a campaign, but this one, it wasn't the first. It took me few steps till I get it. But I usually, the first thing I do on any GMB when I take a look at it, I copy the address and I go to Google and I just search the address itself, right? So when I search the address itself, it will give me the GMBs that what Google think in that address, right? So in this case, we do have a duplicate or a different photography. Maybe it's his, or most likely it is because it's a photography business. So they have two GMBs under the same business or under the same address. What I would do right here is one, either because it's the same business and everything, I didn't do anything. So I left it the way it is to see how we're going to rank and is it going to affect the ranking or not. But if it does, if you're still doing everything that you have to do and you're still not moving the needle and you can't see the business, sometimes on the map, when you zoom in, you see the business, but when you zoom out, you can't see it. Most likely it's a duplicate issue, right? So you come right here, you'll see it. You search the address by itself, or you could put it by quotation. So this way, put it by quotation right here, and then you'll see the business still linking to two GMBs. But in this case, I did not want to do anything because I left it. I want to see how the results will come up. Now, the GeoCircle KML file created and uploaded to my maps. These are the GeoCircle maps that I created through Mappack SEO Toolbox. What this does, the GeoCircle maps, I'm pretty guys sure that you guys see them a lot, and there's a lot of people who have a hate and love relationship with them, but I use them. I mean, creating those, it's not going to move the needle for sure by itself. It used to work when I first started it 5 or 6, 7 years ago, 6 years ago. And now everybody's doing it the way I used to do it 6 years ago. But it's not just creating the map itself, it's creating the map and then the map embeds for it and how you drive traffic to that map to give it as a tier 2 for the GMB, right? So when Google crawl all the web 2.0 backlinks, embeds, it's going to help you build your location authority for this one. So if I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to try to see if I could share my money robot. So what I do after creating, so on Mappack SEO Toolbox, it's so easy. You fill out the form. There's a video right here. Just for the time being, I'm not going to go over it in details, but there's videos, and if you part of Mappack SEO Toolbox, you'll see the videos, and it created so quick. In 5 minutes, you create those maps that you pay $50 and $100 some places. But after you create that map, you put it on My Maps and you have it listed. And then I'm just going to share 1 second. So I could share this 1 second. Let me share it with you guys. So Money Robot is what I use to create those map embeds. And the map embeds, it's going to create 200 to 400 map embeds. But this is, I've been since 2017, I guess, I've been building the Web 2.0 blogs and the profiles, and I have over 170,000, over 169,000 accounts with their aged accounts, and they're all are under niches. So I have 10,000 for lawyers, 10,000 for painting. So, and then I create them based on the niche or the thing. So what I will put up with this map embeds, again, help with giving a little bit authority for the my map, and then use it, which helped the location authority as well. Let me switch to the page that we were working on, which is this one. All right, let me take a break and take a couple questions. How entities helps GMB ranks? So the only way I use the entities is, as I showed you on create a content with all the entities of the organic search, right? But have it inside the GMB by adding it as a URL in the GMB. So just changing the URL to a different page on the website that it has and lists all the entities of the business, right? Or the main keyword. It's just, it gives Google, if you follow semantic SEO right now and all the topic cluster and all of that and how Google algorithm work, it's more about entities right now, about what you're talking, or a search intent, or all of that. So that's how I work with the entities to get them in the GMBs. We have a question. Why didn't you optimize homepage with entities directly instead of making a separate landing page for GMB? Good question. Great question. The reason I did that, because I wanted the photo booth inside the URL as well, because I do not have the photo booth inside the homepage. The homepage doesn't have your, so if you see right here, that's the homepage. If you, I don't know if it's kind of small, but I have the photo booth rental Niagara Falls or Niagara. That's where, because that's why I want it as a URL. You can do it on the homepage by itself, but for this test, because I was trying to get it separate and trying to rank the Niagara Falls, and I wanted to have the photo booth rental inside the URL. Hopefully that answered your question. All right, and we have another question from Stavros. Stavros, where else are you pointing the Money Robot links, and are you keep posting into the same blogs to keep them up to date and build them up? Not really. I posted once, and it's never the link. I could show you one of them. 1 second. Let me show you one sample. So this way, here we go. I think I could. That was my PC and I had to move it to, okay. So if you look at one of the blogs, it's all going to be linking to the GMB, right? Or the map. And we have the map embed right here. I do not have a one, I don't use it as a tier one. Never, ever use Money Robot to put the main website on there. Always use it as a tier two to power your other citations, your parasite SEO, any other pages other than the website, your website, you could use them. So I use them to map embed, to build the location authority for the map itself and have Google crawl it basically. Another question. I do map embeds with Money Robot to direct Google Maps. Will it hurt the ranking? What's the best map embeds strategy? I just mentioned it right now. The one I use, I don't know if it's the best or not, but this is what I do. I'm just going to share it with you guys. I do not share it I do not put the tier two. I don't link to the main page at all. It's only going to be map embeds. And I use the diagram, I think it's called 1312. That's the diagram I use. I see there's another question. Chris Wright, he said, which diagram do you recommend? I use the 1312, And sometimes I use the star. Let me tell you which one. The Web 2.0 Power. I'm just going to type it right here. Web 2.0 Power diagram, or the 1.3.12. I mostly use the 1.3.12. It's been giving me good results as well. So yeah, that's the one I use. Where to use the manipulated URL of maps. I just put it on a landing page. That's what I did. Because I know they're gonna crawl it, and I was trying to get the entities in there, so that's how I used it. I know there's a strategy to manipulate. I'm not familiar with it a lot, manipulating all the URLs. I never used it, honestly, but I don't know if that's called manipulating. But I just direct it to a different homepage, one website, right? Okay, and now let's go to the second. We did. Okay, battery done. 1 second. So we did the map embeds, launched with Money Robot, and then I went to the LocalDominator and I checked the ranking, and it was doing great. Now I went to BlogStorm. Let me see if I have another questions before I jump to BlogStorm. How do I expand the ranking? What's your strategy? Everything that I'm talking about right now, Bikash. That's I don't have one step or two steps. It's just everything that I did is going to help expanding the ranking. We have another question from JD Aspects. What is map embeds? The iframe code? Yes. So if you go to the My Maps, after we create the custom maps, right? And then let's say this is the map. So as you see it right here, this is the photo booth rental. This is the same one, right? And when you click share and you take the embeds and you put it inside the Money Robot, and this is how basically you embed the map on the Money Robot, creating 400. And the goal is basically getting this reviews up, if you could see, right? And having the main website inside the description right here, because this is the meta title and meta description. If you click right here, inspect, and if Google crawl this page, it's going to be the meta description of the page, right? We could check it this way, or we could check it through SEO Minion today, right there. So if you see, that's the description, the meta description inside. I like to have the meta description. I like to have the website inside the meta description and the NAP information right here. So that's how I do it. Again, in my tool, it has some steps and videos on how to do it and how I build them, right? Everybody have their own way, but this is how I build them. And again, guys, if you're going to tell me this is not going to work and this doesn't work, I mean, please, if you're a good SEO, it's basically you're working on a big puzzle. There's tons of puzzles there's multiple puzzle pieces of the puzzle, and there's different strategies. And that's one of the puzzles that I have to work on to build the location authority. And it's been working for me. So, I mean, if you do this and you expect it's going to be on the map pack, please, you have to know that this is not going to work by itself. It has to be working with other tools or the other technique that you use. All right. Wow, we've been 15 minutes. That's good. And we have a good amount of people still. That's great. I'm going to keep going, guys. Let me see if I could answer real quick questions before I jump on the BlogStorm. Yes. JD said, so it's the KML map built embeds? Yeah, it's the one with the KML that you could build it by yourself, go into My Maps. You could use GeoCircle KML, which is going to build it for you in seconds, basically. All right, and let's go to the next step. So right here now, I want it to build some, lately Google looks at the topical authority or how authoritative your website about a topic, right? All right, Stephen. Yes, we will. We're gonna have a replay after that, so don't worry. You could watch this later as well. So creating the topical authority about your map itself, which basically, I'm going to put the link right here. All right. So creating the topical authority of the business, I use BlogStorm for it, right? So what I did right here, I created using the local SEO mode. I created 21 pages, right? And push it to WordPress. All of this done in less than 15 minutes, right? If I show you guys so that's the page, and I'll show you in a second. That's the landing page. So I created 21 pages. So if we go to the website and click on service areas, right? And we used BlogStorm. So let me. All right. Trans Canada said, "What's your tools?" It's MapPack SEO Toolbox and MapPackToolbox.com. It's not MapPackToolbox.com, and the second tool is called BlogStorm.ai. Right. So this is the 21 pages that we create. The first page is the service area. So basically, it will create each page with, using BlogStorm. You could create all these 21 pages in less than 5 minutes or 7 minutes. So quick, guys, to create it. So let's search for, that's the city page, right? That it has all the services and the other city pages link. And then we have the city service page. Let's say photo booth rental. If you click on this, right? So that's a photo booth rental in St. Charles, Ontario. If I search this, let's see if it's ranking. So this one, where is, I can't see, guys. So yeah, that's position number 11. That's usually they rank the top 3, but right now it's position number 11. This keyword, let's check a different one. Let's say, well, I know this is because they're in that city, but I want to see something a little bit far from that city. Let's see. Yep, that's number 3 right here. So you see those pages, it's ranking organically pretty good, because it's going to create them as a topic cluster, and it's going to link all of those keywords, mass pages together. So let's say the service page, this is the service city page. It has description about the service, and then it has other services or other areas that we cover, and it has the related services as well, right? So this is gonna take creating 21 pages with this taking 5-10 minutes. Now you could go ahead and make it look better, right? Adding pictures. Soon I'm gonna have AI images created in there, but the layout, the goal of it is to build as much links as possible around the topic, right? Around the photo booth rental, about all the services. If you noticed, we added the service or the cities or the location, the zip codes inside the GMB, inside the schema, inside right now the website itself. Every city page has its own service. Yes, you can create this manually, but using my tool, BlogStorm, you could be able to create it in 10 minutes, 5 minutes. It will be so quick, easy, push it to WordPress and go there. You don't have to hire a VA, and you could do it yourself. I did this couple hours of work for all of this, and it start ranking, right? We have another questions from Bikash. Thank you for all the comments, Bikash Roy. And the question, do you encourage adding image on the pages made by BlogStorm? Yes, yes, you can. I mean, that's what I just mentioned right now. You could create the AI images. I mean, BlogStorm's going to create AI images soon, but you could go ahead and add images if you want. And if you want to, that's something else. I was going to show you another tool, but I don't want, we're almost out of time. I want to respect your time, guys. I know I said an hour. I'm trying to keep it for an hour. Let's go ahead and move a little bit faster and show you guys the topical authority that I use to create the map itself. So other than local SEO mode on BlogStorm, so I went to BlogStorm, right? I logged in. And the first thing I did, I used the local SEO mode, and this is how I created all the city pages. I have the website connected, and I did that, right? Then the second one is the people also ask. So the people also ask what it does. It's going to give all the questions that the Google have for those main keywords and create a blog for each one with a short form answer or short form article or content for it. So this way, let me see the listing right here, and let me copy. Oh, that's the topical map. I think that's something different. Let me check. Yeah. That's another, the photo booth rental. So what I did, I create on, before I create the PAA mode, right? I tried to create the topical map cluster by changing the actual category. So I did the main category, or the topic category is photo booth rental. This is under posts, guys, to create a blog, right? So under photo booth rental category posts, I have a subcategory that has photo booth industry trends, photo booth themes and customization, photo booth setup and operation, photo booth rental packages, types of photo booths, right? If I go to the website itself, and I'll show you what I was talking about. If you go to the posts and we go to categories, and you'll see them right here. So under the photo booth rental, I added about 11 posts. And then under this, I created another 9. So as you can see, that's how many posts I create. And if we go to the post itself, and how many pictures do you get from a photo booth? You see, those are questions that people usually ask, right? So the reason we build those is to build the authority or the cluster around the topic to create the topical authority for you, if that makes sense. So and if I go and so I created about, I don't remember how many posts I have. 49 posts basically I created to the website, right? So after that, after creating, using BlogStorm, using the PA mode, I created a 49 people also ask questions with 6 categories. This took 20 minutes. The reason, because if you're creating one category, it'll take you 5-10 minutes. But because I was going back and forth, getting the topics, the category and which category, and then I have to run it basically 5 times. So that's how it took 20 minutes, right? And then what I did after doing this, I just created the sitemap for the 28 pages, and I submit it to Search Console. And if you go to pages right here, as you can see, now anybody who's building pages lately, they know that it's gonna it's hard a little bit to index the pages, and I'll show you what I did to index those pages. You probably see a different, sometimes you have pages not indexed. Some of them you can't really do anything about it, but some, when you have the majority of your pages are indexed, that's a good sign. So all of these pages are indexed. All right. And the way I used it is, let me see here if I mentioned, yes, the urlmonitor.com. This is my new tool that I like. Not mine, sorry. It's Eon, somebody's name Eon. He's on Twitter. He's really good, smart guy that create good SaaS programs. So I use URL Monitor to connect my Search Console to it, and then add the pages, and it will get indexed fast. It's an indexing tool. Now, the other one that I use, if it's an off page, not if I want to have, let's say, Money Robot embeds, map embeds, PBNs, any backlinks that I want to rank, I use indexmenow.com. That's the one I use. So that's all what I did, guys, for this campaign. And literally it was 2 hours of work, right? I spread them down, work 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there. And we got the main keywords for the business ranking, right? Now we still have a challenge to be able to rank Niagara Falls, but this is a proximity, and it's not going to be in the 2 hours of work. This is going to take a lot more time to be able to rank this business that's pretty far from Niagara Falls to be on here. That's the ultimate goal. We want it to rank in Niagara Falls. But again, anybody in this area who search for photo booth rental for weddings, wedding photo booth, photo booth rental near me, we are dominating the search, and it's ranking pretty high and good, actually. Yep. So right now we're at 3 o'clock Central Time. We're already past the 1 hour mark. Appreciate all you guys staying with me here. So right now I'm going to take another 5-10 minutes for Q&As. But this is everything that I did for this campaign. I showed you the results. I showed you the tools that I used, which is BlogStorm and Mapback SEO Toolbox, that it has multiple tools in it. And that's all what I did. Of course, you can do more. It happened that I was able to rank for this, but I call them basics, right? The basics of any SEO, like you have to go and optimize the GMB, optimize the page, create the topical cluster. But my tools give you that roadmap easily to be done quickly and fast, right? Without going to any third party or any other businesses. Let me go ahead and read the count. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. I'm going to start with another question from a Facebook user. I'm sorry, I don't see your name. Forgive me. For local map ranking, how much weight tag to give to optimizing and building authority of your local website versus working on optimizing your GMB independently? Like your map embeds, I understand your website SEO is ranking factor for maps as well, but I mean, can you be on top of local map with your tools and techniques for GMB with a shitty site? Let me see if I understand your question correctly. For local map, building authority of your local website. I mean, for me, I honestly don't make a difference between organic and the maps, right? Yes, there is some difference, but I mean, if you work organically on the local business, you try to rank city pages or service city pages. So still the same, right? So one of the main ranking factors is the website itself, right? Whatever you have in your website, Google going to get some information somehow from you, from schema markups, website URLs, meta tags, meta description, H1 tags. So all of that is going to be done on the schema work and the on-page optimization that you're going to do. So but I need to keep so with my tools, it's going to help you organically and the maps, both. So hopefully that answers your questions. Yeah, it's going to help you both. Shitty site, I don't know if it's a shitty site. I'm sorry, like I don't want to say shitty, but the website that I worked on, it wasn't like completed, right? I mean, after we create all the other pages, um, after creating all the other pages and everything, it's gonna make it look better, UX design, and definitely it's gonna rank. It's gonna get better ranking as well. And we have another. Love the session. Learn new things. I'd like to connect you on Facebook. Would you? Absolutely. Yeah, my name on Facebook is Robbie Rizek. So you could find me on Facebook. You could guys follow me there as well. I'm on Twitter. If you want to, if you're watching on YouTube, please click share. Subscribe for my channel. I try to keep my videos consistent as much as possible. I share a lot of stuff on there as well. So I would love to, connect with all of you guys. We have another question. Do we build a ring map per keyword? Yes. I mean, main keywords, but I wouldn't build more than 4 of them. You don't have to build, tens of them. So again, it's just going to help the location authority, not the main keyword that you're creating the page for, but it does help overall. So that's why we use the other keywords as supporting keywords on them. An off page for GMB. What's your roadmap? Driving. Okay. How are we gonna? That's a great question, Facebook user. I wish I know the names, man. This pissed me off. Can't see the names. That's all right. So, local PBNs. That's I've been building a local PBN in Chicago for years, and that drive links from local businesses to local business. That's one of my off-page main secrets, I would say. Yeah. And I do have a way to build the PBNs. I'm not sure if in the future I'm going to share it or create a course for it, but building a local PBN does help a lot for the city. So if you are an SEO and you have a company SEO and you service, let's say, Tampa, Florida, and work on creating a good network of websites that are local, and then you'll be able to use them as a local PBN, right? That's one of them. Then you have the press releases, you have regular PBNs, guest posts. That's the off-page roadmap. I do have some white hat strategies that I use. I try to call what I do. I call this is a tip for you guys. I shared it in few Facebook groups that I could call the local library and ask them if they have any if they need any sponsor for any event, right? Basically getting involved in the local community for your business. And then, when to get that opportunity, one, even they're going to give you, listed on their website or social media and give them a link to go to your website. If it's a do follow, no follow, whatever it is, it's going to help your business. It's a mention in social media or it's on their website. And guess you're getting a link from the local library. That's going to help a lot. Or you could do it for the schools as well. You could talk to the school and ask them, hey, is there any sponsor? It's going to cost you $200, $300, $400, $500. I'm not sure how much, but it depends on the program, and that's going to help. So getting involved in your local community, it just help technically your local business, right? On the maps as well, because you're going to get traffic, mentions, social media links going to your business, and that's going to give you a local authority as well. hopefully that answer your question about the off page. Please let me know, guys, any other questions. I love this. I know we're 3:11. I'll give it another 5 minutes. If you guys have any questions, please share. If not, you could use, I could actually throw a free or a coupon for, I could give it 20% off. So let me create that. I decided right now. You see how, guys, I'm not very prepared. So I have to create, real quick, I'll use a 20% off for Map Pack SEO Toolbox. Let me see if I have. No. 20 off. Sorry about that. I'm just going to create it real quick so I could share it with you guys. In case you guys not subscribed. And the coupon, the promotion will be 20 off 24. So just to, all right. So I'm going to share it right here. Coupon code. You can see it on the screen, guys. The coupon code is 20 off 24. And that's for Map Pack SEO Toolbox. So if you log in and, oops, I put the wrong login. So, oops, I broke the tool. So there's a 1 free trial, and then you could put the promotion code right here for 20 off 24, and that's gonna give you 20% off, and that's gonna be $100, 103 for the subscription. And then we have the even BlogStorm. You could, if you sign up, let me know. I could give you guys, just text me on Facebook, and I would be able to add some free credits for you to play with it. It does have a free trial to test it, but if it doesn't have enough credits, let me know. I could add credits for you. So we have another question from JD. Where are you getting the content for Money Robot? Money Robot has its own content. It creates the content by itself. Again, the content is not going to be premium A content. It's going to be repetitive some of the time. But again, they are tier 2, so they're not directly linked to the website, to the main website. So that's why, I don't really pay much time to create special content for the Money Robot. I just use it the way it is. Hopefully that answered your question. Any other question, guys, please let me know. And while you're at it, please subscribe to my tool. Another question off topic. Any way around to go through GPP video verification right now that's working for Rank and Rent? The only person that knows what he's doing is Jordan, man. Jordan, I don't know if you could find a Jordan. Let me see if it's Facebook right here. Jordan Parker. I'm going to put it on the screen. So Jordan right now is actually exiting SEO, and he does have a pretty good verification process that he has a special Discord in it. I'm part of it. But, he shares how, and he teaches how to do them. And so go ahead and follow him. Let him know that I sent you, and send him a message. He's actually giving a really big discount right now on everything he has, like the courses, the verification, and everything. He's focusing on something else, and so on his tools as well. He have another tool that he's creating. So yeah, go ahead and reach out to him. He has pretty good information about this. All right. What's the other question? Okay, so you're using the internal writer? Yes, the internal writer of Money Robot. Yeah, I'm not using anything special for it. Another questions. In money projects, we do not have access to website. How can we proceed in this case? I don't know how you're running a project without having access to the website. I don't accept any business that doesn't give me access to their website. You can't rank in business without having access to the website, creating content, editing the on page. Yeah, you have to have access. I'm not sure how you would be able to rank without having access to the website. Any other questions, guys? Let me know. How do you guys thank you for staying? This is like hour and 17 minutes right now. This is awesome. All right, guys. I know we have a few people still with us. So if you don't have any questions, I think we're going to wrap this up right now. The recap is I shared everything with you guys on the tools that I used and how I ranked that photo booth rental near me, photo booth rental, and using my tools. I did it in less than 2 hours of work. Yes, it took 3-4 weeks to share all the information because it needs some time for the websites or the pages to be crawled, and that's why. So, and the tools are the map pack SEO toolbox, and it has the map magnet, auto schema, GeoCircle KML, and entity rank AI. All of these tools are under one price, $129 a month, and it's unlimited. You could use as many as you want. And we have a 20% off today that I shared, and that's going to be 20 off 24. You can see it on the screen. And then we have BlogStorm, which is my favorite tool of creating pages and topical cluster, local authority pages. It's nice, guys. I'll show in a different live how we've been ranking really good with national SEO and e-commerce SEO with this, or PBN as well. Then we have, can we see the results? I shared the results, my friend. So this is the results. We have the photo booth. You could see the replay, and you'll see all the results as well. All right, guys. Thank you again for staying with me for over an hour and 20 minutes right now. And if you have any questions, if you guys would like me to start this again on a different case study for next month, I think it's a successful post, and it's good to share knowledge and show how I've been ranking businesses. This one is not very technical because it's not very competitive. Maybe we could get a more competitive one on next one, but this is at least give you a roadmap as well. A basic foundation roadmap for the ranking. All right, guys, you have a good one, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you.